with you in the middle.
In statistical analysis, I have learned that sampling is the method of selecting a predetermined number of findings from a larger population. Depending on the type of research being conducted, the methods used to sample from a wider population can involve simple random sampling or systematic sampling. Another topic is the hypothesis testing, which I have learned that it's the one we do whenever we want to prove on what is right with evidence or basis. This was usually done when we research or we have a claim about something we want to make sure that it's right. Or in short, hypothesis testing is a statement of beliefs used in the evaluation. We have this called statistical hypothesis test too, which is the process of making an inference or generalization on the population parameter that is based on the result of the study on the sample. It defined as a prediction made by the researcher about the possible outcome of the study. Now, let's go back to the hypothesis testing. There are two types of hypothesis, which is the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. The null hypothesis is the claim of the person or things, etc., while the alternative hypothesis is the opposite of the null hypothesis. Alternative hypotheses are also known as research hypotheses. We have this called the level of significance and rejection region in this lesson, which is the level that corresponds to the area in the critical region. Also, the degrees in which we reject or recognize the null hypothesis when a test statistics fall or included with this area. The result is referred to as significant at the level, then the rejection region, also known as critical region, is the shaded part or the region a far end of the distribution. It was denoted by improving what's right between the null and alternative hypothesis. We must do the hypothesis testing, which contains 6 steps. State the null and alternative hypothesis, choose a significant level, compute the test statistics, calculate the value that will later on compared with the critical value, determine the critical region, decision making in which we must reject the null hypothesis if the computed test statistics fall on the rejection region. If not, then don't reject their claim. And last, in stating the appropriate conclusion. In between these steps, there are some aspects we needed to consider, such as knowing whether it's two-tailed test, the table's critical values, and those T distribution table and Z distribution table. Through this lesson, I have learned that I can use it now or in the near future, especially if I have to choose which food should I eat between the two chocolate, in which I want to eat the one who has the low sugar or not, whether did I improve my grades for the past semester, and so on. Plus, as a student who has a task of research, sometimes I will be needing this knowledge to answer my research question in time.